Hello, my name is Scott Witlock, and I am the president and CEO of Flexware Innovation. Flexware was founded in 1996 as an MES level systems integrator, and today I'm proud to say that we have over 100 professionals working out of a couple of physical offices as well as hybrid and remote professionals across the country, and we're focused in the smart manufacturing area, delivering value to our customers. I'm going to start real quick with a slide that I am borrowing again from SESME. John Dyke and I have talked about this slide many times over the years, and I think it just so accurately represents what a lot of our enterprise customers are dealing with. This is an actual taxonomy of a large manufacturing enterprise, and each of these systems has their own databases, each has their own, typically their own interfaces. And then we try to wire this all up and make sense of it. We try to drive to consistent reporting and one version of the truth, but this is the reality of what we are dealing with in many enterprises. So how do we deal with this from a smart manufacturing perspective? SESME asked me to just bring some comments from the system integrator community. So these are just what we're seeing in the trenches in the field today. There are probably many more positions and ideas, but with 5 minutes, these are my pithy comments. The first thing I would remind people is context, context, context. When you hear someone say, we're going to put the data in the cloud, we're going to put it in a data lake, we're going to store it and harvest information later, I think alarm bells ought to be sounding and you should be asking a lot of questions. This is actually why SESME exists, is to put context around smart manufacturing models so that people can go back and make sense of the data and drive business value from the information, because the data that we're collecting has context around it. The second comment that I hear all the time is around the amount of technical debt that we have out there in our manufacturing enterprises. And so if anybody follows Dave Ramsey, I don't know exactly what his playbook is called, but he's got, I think, something around baby steps for eliminating debt. And when a family or an individual eliminates debt, they post this picture of how much debt they eliminated in what period of time. And I would just ask our manufacturing community to start taking those baby steps towards eliminating some of that technical debt that was like in the previous slide, because we have tons of these systems. They could be everything from as small as an Excel spreadsheet to as massive as an ERP system, but there is a lot of shadow systems and just large technical debt out there that we need to eliminate. This comment's around enterprise architecture, what I call the plant nervous system. Every plant has a blueprint for where the machines and aisles and the utilities and the columns and posts are. We don't have that typically for our IT/OT systems and our manufacturing software systems. So we encourage people to write that out, to draw those pictures, and to understand their own taxonomy, their own monuments, as I call them, things that aren't going to change quickly. And then you're able to start with some proof of concepts, maybe even to start eliminating some of that technical debt once you understand the systems that you have. This comment is around just building a team that can own solutions like this. So, as much as we'd love to stay sticky with our clients, we do not want to create solutions that drive job security for ourselves. We want our customers to be able to own these solutions themselves. And so we find oftentimes that customers they may have really intelligent, smart folks that have created some of these solutions in a vacuum. Maybe they'll shadow IT systems on a line in a plant, but they haven't thought about how to propagate that across the enterprise and how to own that and actually create some architecture and some strategy around that. So begin to build some competency and hire the right people, promote the right people to be able to own these solutions. And then this is a comment around the cloud. I just said before you're completely out of technical debt, we might be fully in the cloud, and you hear about people say, hey, we want to leapfrog, the next step, and we want to go to where, we think we're going to be that old Wayne Gretzky quote, I want to skate to where the puck is, not to where it is right now. I think this is just a comment to remember the cloud is coming. The cloud is coming fast, and figuring out ways to test that as you eliminate debt and build enterprise systems. And then this last bullet I have is just, we throw around a lot of TLAs. That's a 3-letter acronym. We throw around a lot of buzzwords, and we talk about digital transformation. Starting 25 years ago as an MES integrator, there's nothing new under the sun. We're doing the same type of thing. And so just encourage people to ask the right questions, draw pictures, understand what these mean. AI and ML and data analytics are not going to magically solve all of these problems. We have a lot of busting up concrete to do and moving around monuments and eliminating technical debt to get to where we want to go. So just understand those buzzwords. Those are my comments from the systems integrator community. So thanks for